Hey guys, so I'm watching Flash Season 2, Episode 2, Flash of Two Worlds. This is pretty cool. First introduction kind of to Jake Garrett. I mean, we got Jake Garrett. He appeared at the end of last week's episode, but it was just a pretty cool episode. They just put him in around the first commercial break, so they just put him in the tube, and it's interesting how he doesn't have his powers, and I'm glad that they kept the accuracy to the whole water vein and stuff like that, and I definitely can't wait to see the how he gets his powers back and stuff like that, how he convinces them to it. I mean, I think it also really what I want to see is them searching the web for something like that, and actually if they can actually bring in an original Flash comic, and if they bring in an original Flash from 1940s and actually have them kind of go through it and stuff like that, I think that would be cool. I don't know if they'd have an original Flash 1940s, but like an old comic of Jake Garrick's, because a good one from 1940s would be worth a lot of money, at least especially with the show going on. But so it'd be interesting to see if they actually do bring in the comic aspect. The fact that because actually in the comics, Barry Allen reads comics about Jake Garrett, and that's where the whole thing kind of, the writer of that comic was able to tap into the world not knowing it and stuff like that. So things like that. So that'd be cool if they play with that aspect. But I think that'll just be, maybe they won't if they have time to. Maybe they will, but we'll see if they play with that or not. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if they play with that or not. But hey guys, so we're back, and it's pretty cool because Cisco just used his purposely used his vibe powers and stuff like that, and that was pretty cool to see him for the first time use it on his own, like deliberately use it and stuff. And I definitely find it weird that I feel like the fact that he's hiding it from everyone. Yes, he's not sure and stuff like that, and everyone else has been put away and stuff like that, but look at Barry's done such good things and stuff like that. And I feel like, and look at Firestorm, and both of them, they were fine. They were able to control it. I feel like it's very weird that he's keeping this a secret. I feel like maybe, after what Caitlyn's gone through, if she would have been the one right now, that's, that's Ted, her powers are kind of forming and stuff like that. I think she would definitely have a little bit more of reason to not to hide it, because of now that it pretty much killed Ronnie type thing, the idea, and it just ruined her relationship with him having powers and stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like I feel like Cisco would just be so jazzed about having powers after dealing with so many people with powers. I feel like the idea of him keeping it as a secret is just stupid, and I feel like that's unlike the character that they've built up so far. And I feel like it's unlike Cisco. It's very out of character for him to not just, oh my god, I have powers now, and just freak out about it the same way reason why he's the one who named all the metahumans, because that's him. He's so, I think, when he'd be so, I thought he'd be like, telling everyone, and then, even calling up Ray, since Ray and him had a pretty good geek out, when they were naming, when Ray and Felicity were over, back in season 1, they were geeking out over metahumans and stuff like that and all that stuff, and they were upgrading his tech and stuff like that. So I feel like he would be doing that more. He would just be telling everyone, and then even calling up Ray and trying to figure out obviously he'd find out that Ray's dead and stuff, but I feel like he would definitely be really excited about these powers and not the other way around. I mean, it's not like his powers are just vision so far. It's not like it's something like where it could really hurt someone or anything like that. It's out of control, like he just touches things and then they just die, type thing like that. Like he is accidentally touching plants and they're just dying or stuff like that. Doesn't have destructive powers as far as we know. So why would he be hiding it? It makes no sense to me for him to hide it at all. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what we get. So we're on the last commercial here, and we just got the episode's almost over, and we have and they just defeated the villain or whatever, and it's cool because they did the like that famous cover of Flash 123, Flash of Two Worlds, where Barry Allen and Jake Garrett first meet in the comics, which was interesting the way they did it, but I was hoping that they were both gonna have their powers and actually full on recreate the comic. I mean, they just both walked around a pillar in the building with her kind of having her hands up for like no reason. Yes, for that one frame of the recreate that cover, but it would have been nice to see them both, in speed, in both having the Speed Force with their lightning behind them, in slow motion, and a full-on slow-mo version of that cover. That would have been cool to see, and an actual slow motion. They both save her together at the same time. They both grab, carrying her together or something like that. Or there's other stuff or whatever. They both, just to have that cover and actually mean something. Like the last second, the building's crumbling down, and then you see that, as they're going into the building, it's about to crumble onto her, and that thing would have been interesting than it just walking around the pillar. But then again, I guess they want to do the whole, trying to figure out how to get his access to his Speed Force and stuff like that. But I wonder if Cisco, he's done so far, he's stayed within his world with his powers. Be interesting to see if he eventually goes to other worlds with his powers, and if he could use his powers to help Jay get some access to his own Speed Force, back on his Earth, by somehow making a link or something, being like, I don't know, somehow. Be interesting to see how they do that with Cisco and stuff like that, and how maybe if he is involved with getting Jay his Speed Force back, or they should send him back. Let's figure out how to open it up. Or first, I guess they want to keep him here. Hopefully they keep him for a good part of the season, because he's the one who knows. He knows all these villains. He's been dealing with them for the past 2 years, like he said. So hopefully they keep him around for a very long time in the season, at least. But yeah, it's back on. So okay, guys. So wow, so much just happened. I mean, with the whole Patty Spivot's now on the task force, and then they found the portals, and Cisco told, at least Stein figured it out. Then Stein dropped dead, or dropped whatever. He just dropped. I mean, we don't know if he's dead or not. And I was hoping that when we went to the future, when we changed worlds or whatever, we would be in, there'd be like maybe something to do with Ronnie Raymond. So hopefully we'll get that, but we got Stein and stuff like that. Not Stein, but the guy there, the Reverse Flash guy, is Harrison Wells, is kind of back and stuff like that. And I could see glad that they explained why Cisco, is keeping it a secret, even though I still don't feel. I mean, they're making it a better excuse why he's doing it, because he's seeing bad things and stuff like that. I mean, at first he was seeing, his death and stuff like that, but he didn't really see, Barry die. It's not like that he saw Jake Garrett, being punched to like a bloody pulp in his brain, or anything like that. He's just seeing things before they happen. And so far, they haven't been as violent as he's saying they're out to be. But we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, we're gotta watch S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.